Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy BrianDaddy coming at you with another video. Today I just wanted to go ahead and jump on just a quick little video because I know I've been gone for a bit, and I wanted to let everyone know about the Alpha 2 roadmap for Ashes of Creation. They have a roadmap that they came out with this month, a little over a week ago, and Stephen Sharif and Margaret Crone went ahead and announced the whole roadmap and plans for basically what's going to be coming out here. It's a pretty long video, so if you want to watch it yourselves, I do recommend it. It's got a lot of information on there, about 2 hours long. If you don't want to see that, then I'll try and give you a little TLDR. Basically, their goals for Alpha 2 is to have scalability, stability, and fun, and keep engaging with the community. They want to try and get 3,000 concurrent users on each realm, and the total users that can have accounts on a realm, and this is what they expect to support at prime time, given, during any point in alpha. So there's going to be 3 different phases, and you have phase 1, which is going to start on October 25th. So pretty awesome, guys. It's not that far away. That'll just be on the weekend, Friday through Sunday tests, and their goal is to basically test scalability, stability, performance, and progression. And I want to preamble this by basically saying these are alpha tests. These aren't like any other game. You are testing the game. This is not buying the game, making that very well known to players that we're here to try and make the game better for everyone, So that's when phase 1 starts. Phase 2 is going to be a 5-day availability starting on December 20th. And the goals of that are test node advancement, economy testing, and the vassaling of each nodes and how they progress. And it's going to be a holiday week, so it might be extended, or basically it's all work in progress. It all could change at any point in time. So all this information I'm giving you, it's not set in stone. Just know that this is what their plan is right now. Phase 3 is going to be starting on May 1st, and it will be up 24/7. And they're going to have a lot of expanded content and features that they go into, and it does not have an ending at this point. But basically, once they feel they are future ready, they're going to move it into beta. And it will turn into an NDA test realm when the beta starts. And then it will get access to prior content to the beta and launch onto the realms. And these test realms will continue basically after the game comes out as well. So let's talk about the cadence. As necessary, they're going to deploy hotfixes. If there is some kind of game-breaking issue, they will deploy that as it needs to be. And then every 3 weeks, there will be minor release versions, which is balance changes and like major bugs that need to get fixed. Every 6 weeks, they're going to put in a new major version to test and try out new features and new content. And what you can expect and what we need is basically Ashes of Creation is not done. It's testing. As I said, it's not meant to be viewed as done. It's meant to be viewed as tested, and it has critical feedback to be delivered. They want you to provide feedback, if that's through all their social media platforms. I encourage you to engage on my video as well, but I would recommend you guys go to their platforms, go to their YouTube, their forums, their Twitch, everything, and just post on there. And the NA realms will also be located in the central US. Most likely Chicago is kind of a popular area for servers. As we move into other phases of development, they might throw more regions that are needed as well. And now when we go into Alpha 2, they're going to have new networking layers and dynamic server meshing. They're going to up and the features and the content that's going to be listed is quite expansive here. Let me see if we can pull the image up. Yeah, here we go. So here's going to be what is available in phase 1. The world will have 55 square kilometers. There'll be 36 points of interest. You're going to have the day and night cycle, all 4 seasons, which is amazing. You're going to love seeing that. You're going to have dynamic world populations, reward tables, 1 grand dungeon, and 4 pocket dungeons. As far as the nodes go, there's going to be 5 node locations to level 3, and there's going to be some things that level it to 4. Dynamic road leveling, service plots, buildings, constructions, passive construction buildings, node currency, citizenship, tax categories, mayors, buy orders, a lot of stuff to do with the nodes. There's player commodities, commissions, and node resources for the tier 1 to 3 recipes. As far as the races that we're going to be testing is Vec, Kalar, and Empyrean. There isn't all of them at this point, but we'll obviously get them at later phases. Archetypes, we have Tank, Fighter, Mage, Cleric, Ranger, and Bard. I think the only two left are Summoner and Rogue, I believe. Yes. And we have not heard much about Summoner, but look forward to that. All right, weapons. Plenty of weapons that we're going to be testing as well. PvP flagging, we're going to try Lawless Zones, Corruption, Guild Wars, Node Wars, the Caravan PvP. Systems and Economy, there's going to be flying and ground mounts. Plenty of stuff to do with that as well. You can see here on the screen. And there's going to be a 460 unique pieces of gear, the God Spike Wars, public events, world bosses. Essentially, there's a lot of stuff, okay? So even though it may not feel like a full game, like the whole point is, yes, you do want to test it. Test. Work in progress. Try everything, guys. It's going to be amazing. All right, let's move on here. That's just phase 1. And then in phase 2, we're going to have zone expansion. The Sand Squall Desert is going to get expanded. We'll be able to see that. There's going to be more node layouts and additional mayor commissions. We're going to have the Valine and the Dunir races added as well. And the Rogue archetype, as long as everything that comes with that. We're going to get more weapons with dual-wield daggers, a spear, a mace, and an axe. More systems with sieges, tempering, gems, gear ascension, repair kits, animal husbandry, party gathering, player shops, leaderboards, lots of cool stuff coming into phase 2. Again, also what it means too, when phase 2 starts, it doesn't mean we're going to get all of these things. It means that throughout phase 2, we're going to be testing all of the things on this list. It'll come out at some point. And then for content, you have the story arcs for the Riverlands, the Sand Squall Desert, Dynamic World Dungeons, and NPC behaviors. All right, now for phase 3 features and content, we've got 2 more zones, the Turquoise Sea and the Anvils. We're going to have more nodes coming out with military, divine elections, policies, node happiness. 4 more races are getting added with the Py'Rai, the Ren'Kai, the Nakua, and the Tolnar. We're going to have more archetypes. The Summoner is going to come online. And more archetype specializations for the Cleric and the Tank. The rest of some weapons here with the Orb, Axe, and Sword Piercing. For as far as more systems, we're going to have guilds being fully functional, guild freeholds, castle sieges, navals, combat, aquatic mounts, underwater combat, so a lot of water-themed things coming here towards the end. And auction house and religions and titles. More content, we're going to have the castles, the seeds, the Turquoise Sea, and a dynamic world dungeon. So that's kind of like a brief overview of what's coming in each section. You can now also purchase access to the Alpha 2. They thought about maybe not adding this, but they did decide to add it. Now, there's different waves, as I said, phase 1, 2, and 3. You can buy a key on each phase. So if you buy the first wave bundle, it's $120. It's expensive, but you're going to be testing the game. This isn't buying the game. I'm making that very clear to everyone. This is a testing phase. We want you guys to provide feedback. You'll have beta 1 and 2 access, plus get a 1-month free game time. So you're going to have access all the way from the start, all the way till the game comes out, as well as a free month. Same goes for the second wave, but instead of starting on November 8th, you're going to start on December 20th. And then if you want to get into the third wave, you're going to start on May 1st, 2025, instead of this upcoming November and October. So these keys, they technically do start a little bit after the people who've already purchased Alpha 2, but you're still getting implemented in phases because obviously they want to keep testing the stress on each server. They also initially didn't have access to the betas with these keys, but people said that they wanted it, and they go ahead and gave people that access. So, all right, that's kind of all the information I wanted to provide on it. Just wanted to get you guys that information. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun time. Finally going to get our hands back on this game. It's been over 2 years. I'm ready to test it and try it out, and I hope to see you guys in Verra. I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, peace.